We like to play that in the beginning as the pre-party just to get it started and celebrate you. For those of you, if this is your first time here, you are a brand new planner, brand ambassador to Ramon. Put a one in the chat. We are here to celebrate you. And then if you want to do so, send those last minute texts or chats, whatever you got to do. Remind them, get on because the best is yet to come. And this is your day. You know, they tell me that people have two start dates. They have the day they start and the day they really start. And I want to encourage you that this is the day that you are not just going to start, but you are going to launch your business. And we do that by having your orientation. This is for you. And this isn't just for you to come on to it one time. You want to continue to show up. I come here every week just because of the testimonies and the different trainers. And so just wanted to pause there so you could send those last minute texts. And now your orientation is about to begin. You want to record? Yes, please record.
Recording in progress.
So grab a pen and paper, grab a fresh journal because today is your birthday. They say there's like two most important days: the day you were born and the day you actually realize why you were born. And I'm going to put a third date in there: the day you launch your Ramon business. That's the third most important day, and that's today. So put a date at the top of your journal. Let's go here. Let's get started. I don't know if you saw those last couple of words. It said excitement, vitality, and you. And look, we did all that to welcome you and to encourage you to get excited. Look, that's the first thing that you need to do. You're going to hear some awesome trainers in a minute telling you the ABCs, the one, two, threes of how to build your business, how to launch your business. But you need to get excited. Look, nothing happens in life until you get excited. Oh, is that right? Look here, you wouldn't be here unless one day your mama and daddy got together and they got excited. And oh, I'm sorry, y'all can laugh about that. Y'all crazy. Some of y'all don't even want to think about that. But it's the truth. Look, you got to get excited. But we did all that to welcome you to Ramon. The orientation of today, we're going to take you through your welcome, your support, how to launch your business, and announcements. Now, just to let you know what you are a part of, Ramon. Ramon stands for Reborn, Rebirth, Gift of God. and independence. I love all of those things. It was already established in 2018 in Korea, guys. That let me know from a business perspective, it was proven. You'll hear this time and time again. Had already done $2.5 billion without you before us. That let me know it was rock solid. And then what you see in the right corner there, that is our brand new corporate office in Irvine, California that we purchased for $14 million, guys. That's insane. It was already rated as the #1 K-beauty brand. Look, what's better than #1? Look, we're #1, guys. Had already sold 40 million bottles just in South Korea. There's only 50 million people in South Korea. Is that good or good? That's good. And so then they said, you know what? Where we're going to go, let's launch. And they launched in the United States and then into Canada, March 18th, 2023. I was talking to somebody earlier. That was only about what, some 30, 31 months ago. That's insane, guys. We are just getting started. You are truly in the right place at the right time. Write that in your notes, guys. And then we launched in Taiwan, Hong Kong. Let me throw this in. Forbes magazine says the best time to get started in a business is when they're doing a global expansion or product launch. And we're doing all of that. Then we launched into Mexico, Singapore, Malaysia, the Philippines. Guys, we just had 1,300 people come out for the launch party in the Philippines. United Kingdom coming up next week. Oh, this is insane, guys. Then into Japan. And guess what? Look, by the summer of 2026, Italy, Spain, Ireland, Colombia, you got to say it correctly, Colombia, Chile, and Peru. Guys, this is insane what's going on. Act local, think global. You'll hear it again. This is what separates us from everybody else. We're rethinking, reimagining, redefining. It's our philosophies, our product, our price point. The vertical integration allows us to go seed to sale, farm to face. It's insane. The plan, and then what I love about it the most are the people. And you're going to meet some of the best superhuman beings on this planet in a few minutes. So everything starts here with Ramon.com. Ramon.com is where you can go to on your phone or your laptop. You can enroll new distributors, your customers, product orders, order management, sales management, business tools, all of your marketing tools. You don't have to go and create anything. And you can do it with your phone. I always say if you got a smartphone and if you're not making any money from it, then you got a dumb phone. Look, this is a home-based business. It isn't a homebound business. You can work this business anywhere. So this is where it starts with Ramon.com. And you can go there from that site. You can go into your business, click go to my office, and it's there where you want to go. Actually, make sure you set up your URL password. But back there is where you can find your whole business snapshot, your commission, your history, your eligibility, all your reports, your genealogy of your team reports. All of that is located in one site. That's huge. And then you have access to customize your personal shopping mall. We have all types of people on this line, people that do social selling, social reselling, brand influencers, affiliate marketers, where you can set up your own personal shopping carts, create a bag, put a URL to it, and I think you can do like, what, 10 or 12 of those a month. It's insane. And you can do them for the seasons and whatever you're promoting, you can set up separate shopping carts. That's huge. And you can do that by going in your back office, go to create a bag and create a new bag, and it'll give you your 3 sites there. And then on top of that, you can also make them country specific. And that's huge, guys. I've been in this industry for 30 35 years. I apologize I didn't tell you. I'm Jermaine Johnson, but I'm just your servant leader and a friend. Is that all right? You don't need to know about me. It's about you. But I will say publicly that in doing this industry for 35 years, I've been a part of these quote unquote companies. Well, they'll charge you an extra $20 a month just to have access to some of the features that you're getting here. This is insane, guys. It shows the integrity of Remond because we truly want to build a wealthy community. Now, let me take you deeper to the drive. See, it's like your car. You ready to put it in drive? Here it is. You can also access it by going to exploreremond.com//. I don't know. I'm not technical. I don't care about that. Just pay me. Look here. Just whatever. Just try it and go to marketing. Exploreremond.com marketing, and it's there where all of the tools for all of the products, because you're going to have people, they want to see product sheets, or you're going to have barbers and beauticians and they're going to want signage to have. Guess what? You don't have to go create it. It's all there for you. Product sheets, one sheets, brochures, social media materials, business tools, and the videos are all created, guys. Look, see, I don't do complex. I like to keep it simple, and they're doing it for us. Now, if you're ready, say I'm ready. We're going to launch your business. I told you, some people start. You're here tonight because you're going to launch. Are you ready? Here's where it starts. The launching document is also located back there in the drive in the back office. Now, I hope you already got it, and I'm going to encourage you to print it out because this is going to be a record of your success. Is that all right? And it starts right here with your business plan. And this is step one, your short-term goals. And Tony Robbins said that setting goals is the first step to turning the invisible into the visible. But then my grandmama told me that a goal without a plan is just a wish. And so we're going to help you tonight, right, to actually put this thing into motion. And it starts with you writing it down. You got to write it down. Oh, my wealth mentor, Paul J. Meyer, said the difference between the wealthy and the non-wealthy is that the wealthy have a written plan in black and white. They write it down. So you got to write it down. And it starts here with your short-term goals. What are your short-term goals for the next 3 to 6 months? Right? What are you going to be able to say that, look, you know what? This was worth your while. Is it an extra $500 a month? Right? A couple of $100 a month. What do you want to make over the next 3 to 6 months? Or maybe it's to pay down some of those credit cards or whatever it is, but write those goals down. Or if you just want to, look, get enough just to take a little vacation somewhere, right? Or to do something special for the winter holidays. Write that down as your 3 to 6 month goal. And then your long-term goal for 2 to 5 years. Where do you see yourself? See, and some of you are thinking too small. I need you to think bigger. See yourself being debt-free. See yourself providing for your grandmother or your parents or all those things, or you're giving your kids the lifestyle and putting them in the schools that they deserve to be in and want to be in. Whatever it is that you want to do, or retiring your spouse, whatever it is, write it down. You got to write it down. And then I want you to go to this next one. It's your why. And I heard someone say that when you know your why, you'll know your way. I'll say it again. When you know your why, you'll know your way. And so what is it that's going to keep you showing up? Because I promise you, you're going to have some people out there, right? Because you're going to have some dream killers, some dream stealers, and they're going to tell you, oh, no, that doesn't work. It's not going to happen. I promise you, it is. I want to set you up for success. You're going to have those. See, but I got to a point, I don't worry about my haters, right? I don't worry about my haters. I no longer try to prove haters wrong. I want to prove all of my supporters right. Y'all should write that down. That was good. So now's the time for you to prove your supporters right. And so you put that as a part of your why. What do you want to do? Who do you want to do it with? Who do you want to do it for? What's going to keep you showing up, right? Plugging in, right? Telling people about Remond, putting product on people. It's so important. Now, with that said, guys, I'm going to get out of the way. and she just turned her camera off. I don't know why there she is. Look here. Look, this is our spotlight testimonial tonight. She is amazing. She is a director from all the way out there near Boston, Massachusetts. I don't like the Celtics, but I like her because she is yeah, I'm gonna say it, sis. But she is amazing. Honestly, her work ethic, her story, success leaves clues, and there are so many clues around her and things I learned from just listening to her. And I want everybody to hold on to their seat. Welcome one of Ramon's top directors, Jen Barsamian.
Thanks, Jermaine. Y'all know I pay him to say that, right? And I just have to brag about, nobody bragged about Jermaine. He is a top leader in this industry. When somebody like Jermaine comes to a company like this, brand new company, when he came, very smart move, Jermaine. But people take notice and they watch what somebody like Jermaine does. And when you look around at who's here, top leaders from the industry left and right. Now, to succeed here, do you have to be a top leader from the industry? Absolutely not. We have people that just heard the word direct sales last week, doing the business, launching. Anyway, that's not what I'm supposed to talk about. I am here to talk about my product story. So listen, I was born in the 1960s. Prior to Riemann, these were my Google searches. How much is a facelift? How long is the recovery from upper eyelid surgery? How do you get rid of jowls? That was what I was after. And I'll tell you what, I am known on the internet as the non toxic mama. My whole thing is teaching people about the dangers of toxins in personal care products. So I knew that natural products were available, but natural products were not going to work on my jowls. Well, guess what? Guess what we got? All in one. Safe, clean products, safe, clean formulations that transform your skin. Sales is a transfer of belief. You need to have real strong belief in what you are doing and what you are representing. Please, I beg of you, use your Riemann products twice a day religiously. Get your own before and after story, or I call it your before and during story, right? Because we're all on the journey. We are all using this over time. We are all getting rid of our wrinkles, our jowls, our eyelid necessities. And so what I've done now is stop searching for eyelid lifts. And I am now searching for med spas in my area because I'm contacting them to share the beauty of Riemann with them. So thank you so, so much for having me on. Please, I beg of you, get your own testimonial. And if you don't have one, you can borrow mine. You can borrow anyone else's. And oh, quick, now I know we can't claim to treat, cure, or diagnose anything, but we have really good acne stories just between you and me. Check out the before and afters wherever you get your before and afters and share those as well. I am so appreciative to be here and really excited to introduce our next speaker, the Julian Doan. Follow him on Instagram. So Julian is another incredible leader in direct sales. He is highly motivational, highly motivating. He is kind. He is smart. He knows all the answers. He's my upline. So I am very fortunate that I can reach out to Julian. And one of the things that even better than all of that I said about Julian, I brought my son into this business, and Julian is a role model to my kid. My kid follows Jermaine. He follows Chris Kim. He follows Julian. He follows Maricel, and he is just in awe of all of you. So thank you, all of you, for being a role model to a young man that I hold near and dear, and to all of us here at Riemann. Julian, take it away, my friend.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jen, for that wonderful introduction. And honestly, that's a lot to live up to. And I sincerely hope everybody, keep your expectations low. That way you're either gently let down or pleasantly surprised by my part. But just to give it back to Jen, she says a lot of great things about me, but she's honestly such an astounding leader. I don't think I've ever seen her without a smile. And, and not just that, but you also can tell a lot about a leader based on the leaders that they produce and the people that follow her or follow them. And, she has a team of board certified doctors, just to give you an idea of how big of a team she has and the type of people that she's leading. So I just want to give it back to Jen. So thank you so much, Jen, for those kind words. And I love you just as much. So but just to kind of welcome everybody to the call. Jermaine did such a great job talking about your vision, your why, and that's really where it starts, because if you don't know why you're here today, guess what? You're not going to be here tomorrow, right? And having a strong reason why is literally everything when it comes to building the business. And just to kind of share a little bit about my story, Jen said a lot of great things about me being highly motivated. And let me share with you something. That's a big misconception that people have about me. I'm actually very lazy, right? But I understand the importance to be temporarily motivated to be permanently lazy, right? To be honest, all I love is fitness, my family, my wife. And, when I have kids, it's all going to be about them, right? And so right now, I'm just very, very motivated because I want to be able to give them a life that I know that they deserve, to be the man that I would want my daughter to marry, to be the man I would want my son to follow, and, to be the man that my wife is proud to have as her husband. And so that's what drove me to get involved in Remon. You see, I built a very successful career in the fitness world, teaching in studio. And I've also done that digitally as well for brands like Lululemon and Alo. But deep down, I knew something was missing because my income was tied to me showing up. And being 38 years old in the fitness industry, it would be very arrogant of me not to admit to myself that there's a shelf life to the type of career I had. And little did I know, when I was introduced to Remon for the first time, it would change my life. And actually, I didn't even know I was being introduced to Remon. Christopher Kim and Tim Herr kind of kidnapped me. My first exposure was a convention. I just left a fitness class wearing joggers and a tank top, and clearly underdressed compared to the 2,000 people in suits and heels. But let me tell you, when you see the business, it just makes sense. And I'll share with you why I got involved, okay? Temporarily motivated, be permanently lazy. You see, in business, number one, if you have a product that people are already spending money on and want and desire, that's already good. Now, if you can market that product, a better product, right? People are gonna buy it. If you can market a better product that's affordable, people are going to buy it. And that's exactly the magic you have with Remon. And not just that, I saw the trend with the K movement. I mean, you take a look at it, right? K-pop, selling out stadiums, K-drama, breaking records. And behind that is K-beauty. So I recognized the timing of it, the opportunity. I got involved. I got on calls very similar to this. I followed the same game plan I'm about to share with you. And what ended up happening was my business changed. So let me share with you the same game plan that I saw, and it's going to click for you as well, okay? All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Boom. So now that you have your goals, you have your short-term goals, your long-term goals, and your why, the next step is going out there and putting into practice the strategies and systems that we have in place. Now, when you get started, you have a choice, right? You can either get started as a planner, a manager, or a senior manager. So I'll share with you that in a little bit. But if you get started as a planner, you're going to earn up to 10% commission on whatever you personally sell, okay? Now, when you do 3,000 in sales points, you're going to automatically unlock more rewards from the revenue program and become a manager. And as a manager, your commissions are essentially going to double. Now you're going to get paid up to 20% commission. Now, as a senior manager, when you do 6,000 sales points in a 3-month period, you now become a senior manager. You unlock up to 25% commission, and you also get 5% overrides as well, okay? Now, that is your next major step when getting involved into the business. Now, for some, there's ways you can get started as a manager and a senior manager. I'm going to talk about that a little bit towards the end, okay? Now, once you've made the game plan, you want to set a goal date. Why? Because without urgency, desire loses all value. So you want to have a date, a goal to run for. And more importantly, next to that, you want to put in an achievement date, okay? So as we move forward, right, how do you actually become a senior manager? Well, the qualifications are very, very simple. All you have to do is do 2,000 sales points per month for 3 months in a row, or you can do 6,000 in sales points anytime in a 3-month period. Now, those sales points, where do they come from? They can come from your personal orders. They can come from your personal customer orders. They can come from the orders of the people you personally introduce to the business, and also the customers of the people you personally introduce to the business. Once you meet those qualifications, guess what? You're now a senior manager. And to be able to remain qualified for commissions as a senior manager, 3 active customers. That's it. There's no monthly quota that you have to meet, right? No monthly orders you have to make. But guess what? Let's just say 1 month you only get 2 customers, right? Maybe, you went on vacation that month, forgot to get your 3rd customer. Here's the good news. You don't lose the commission. That commission gets withheld. And the next month when you get your 3rd customer, you get paid the back commissions and the current commissions. And when I saw that, I was just blown away because no other company does that, right? And so the senior manager commission is great, right? You get personal and first level, 25% base commission, an additional 5% senior manager override on your groups, unlimited level of commissions, and you can unlock 4 levels of unilevel bonuses as well. Now, what's amazing about Remon here is no matter what position you're at, if you do what you're supposed to do and you reach a little bit further, the company's going to continue to reward you for work you're already supposed to do. So let's just say you get 2,000 in sales points and 20 active customers, lifetime customers, you get additional 5%. Let's say you double that, you get additional 10% commissions on top of what you're already earning. So for me, when I saw that, how aggressive the comp plan was and how much they rewarded the people, I knew that we had a legacy company, because when the company takes care of the people take care of the business, right? So really great. Now on your personal orders, we have a rebate program, right? 12.5% of that's going to come in a cash rebate in your commissions. You can use that towards whatever you want. And then 12.5% of that is going to come back as Remon dollars. And that's going to be great for future purchases and promotions without actually you having to use your own money. So it's great, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, when it comes to the overrides, right? In this business, you get a lot for what you personally do, and you get a little bit for what your team does, right? So on your personal customers, you're gonna get full 30 to 40% commission. How great is that? Now, when you get someone started as a planner, as they go out there and build the business, they're gonna get 10% commission, whatever they earn. But guess what? You're going to earn an additional 20% on what they earn. It's a win-win relationship. Why? Because they're brand new. Chances are you're doing most of the work, the explanation. So the company's going to reward you more for that. Now, let's say you get someone started, you help them become a manager. As they go out there and earn their own percentage, you're going to earn 10% commission on what they earn, right? And as a senior manager, you're going 5% of that as well. Now, the great news, that's the unilevel bonus. As a senior manager, you can unlock up to 4 levels, okay? So again, very, very aggressive, and I love it. So to wrap up my portion, I want to talk about the starter kits. Now, the thing about our starter kits is they're absolutely not required, but they're highly recommended. Why? Because we're actually starting a business. And when you start a skincare business, what should we have? Skincare. Because behind this company, what makes it work, and the reason why so many people are having results, is because the product works. And the product works, it duplicates. But here's the thing. The products only work if they're able to go on someone's face, right? Reading a brochure, looking at a PowerPoint, the facts and numbers speak for themselves, but not as much as actually having results from the product. So you want to get a package. Why? You want products for yourself, products to demo, and as you go out there and throw your K pop-ups, some people are going to want the products right then and there. And you want to have that available. So we have different starter kits from Starter Kit Premium 1. And again, here's what's great about the Starter Kit Premiums. If you order 2 of those, right, that's over 3,000 SP, you start as a manager. You order 4 of those, okay, that's over 6,000 SP, you start as a senior manager. So you start at the higher level of commission, right? And so that's available for you if you want to take it. And for me, I've always learned there's money on the table and it's available. Why not you, okay? Then we have other starter kits as well. We have the, other starter kits. We tell people, get in where you fit in, get in where you feel comfortable. But again, it's so important to have products because the products are amazing. So with that being said, and here's the Canada starter kits as well, get back to the person that invited you on this call. They'll give you more information about that. But with that being said, my portion's done. I get the honor and privilege of introducing the next individual. And this next individual is someone I have a lot of respect for. Her name is Maricel, but let me tell you a little bit about her, okay? One, she's an advanced esthetician and a skincare expert. She's also a permanent makeup artist. So what does that mean? That means that her ear is to the ground when it comes to the trends in this industry. And I think what's even more exciting is she's also a director here in Remon. She loves to have fun. You'll see a big smile on her face. And more importantly, she loves helping people. So with that being said, Maricel, I want to go ahead and pass it to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Julian, for that kind introduction. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us at tonight's orientation call. It's nice to be with our Remon family, every Tuesday to learn and grow together. So, thank you so much again. And thank you, Jermaine, for kicking us off tonight. That was, as always, you always pump up the room every chance you get. Thank you, Jen, for that amazing testimony, because it makes me so proud to be part of Remon because we have products that actually changes people's lives and people's faces, right? And thank you, Mr. Julian, for that amazing senior manager game plan training. I agree. Being a senior manager as soon as you can is the best way to go. All right. So I'm Maricel Young. I am dialing in from Las Vegas, and I am not in the sales industry. at all. Okay. I am in the aesthetics industry and I do provide services for skin health. So when I met Riemann, I was so thankful because now I can provide my clients a holistic approach on skincare. Okay. So when I started, I was so blessed to get connected with National Director Steve Hyun. And when he told me about the company, the products, the business side of Riemann, I knew I had to do it, right? So I told him, hey, Steve, okay, I want to be where you are at. So tell me what to do. Okay. I'm going to listen. I'm going to follow your lead because I know you know how to get there. You know how to get there. Just tell me what to do. Even though I may not understand it, because I believe it because you know how to get there, right? So I said, Steve, what should I do? He said, become a senior manager as soon as you can. So I did. I became a senior manager the first day, right? And I said, okay, what next? And he said, Marisol, become a team leader as soon as you can. So I did. I became a team leader in 4 weeks, and the rest is history, right? So team leader is the first leadership position with the company, and is, as we always say, team leader is where all the fun begins. Okay, so let me share with you real quick, all right, how to become a team leader and what team leader entails. All right. So what this team leader entails? To become a team leader, okay, you need 3 senior managers in 3 separate legs. All right. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't have to be direct to you. It could be second or third level. What's important is it's 3 separate legs. So 3 separate teams. You can have 1,000 legs, right? But 3 minimum. And then you want to have 50,000 SP in 5 most recent months. Keep in mind that 50,000 SP is team volume, not just your own production, but the whole team. So when you become a team leader now, you start enjoying 40% commission on your team leader group and up to 40% check match on your first 3 generations of team leaders. Now, more importantly than knowing what the qualifications are, you need to have a goal date, okay? Goal date is very important because, as someone wise said, if you know what to aim for, but you don't have a goal date, it's just a dream. More importantly, if you have a goal date, what happens is your actions becomes different, right? Your actions becomes intentional because then you want to reach a certain goal at a certain date. So make sure to jot it down, okay? And then once you achieve it, get your achievement date. Now, how to become a team leader? To become a team leader, as I mentioned earlier, 50,000 points anytime in 5 months, or say, for example, 10,000 SP per month for five consecutive months, okay? And 3 senior managers on 3 legs. And keep in mind, okay, that you can only count 50% of the volume per leg. What does that mean? So your qualification that you're going for is team leader, which is 50,000 SP. Half of that is 25,000 SP. So you can only count up to 25,000 SP per leg. So say, for example, you have 30,000 SP on one leg, you can get commission for all those 30,000 SP, but then you can only count the 25,000 SP towards your promotion to team leader, okay? And you also have to start to have 10,000 SP per month maintenance volume. This is team volume as well, okay? That's your open volume. Now, also as a team leader, you need to have 5 active customers for your commission to be released. Okay, active customer simply means a customer that buys any product, any amount for that month. Okay, this is a requirement for you to release your commissions. And like what Julian said, if you don't have it, then your commission will be withheld for the next month that you have the 5 active customers. Okay, now, for the team leader commission, you will have unlimited levels in your team leader group with a 40% base commission and 3 generation leadership match of 10 to 40%. You get 40% leadership match on your first level, 20% on your second level, and 10% on your third level. And also, if you qualify for the 2 qualifications for our uni-level commission, which is having 1,000 SP for the month with 10 lifetime customers. Lifetime customer simply means a customer that you sponsored, okay? Even if they didn't buy for that month, they're considered lifetime customers. So if you have 10 lifetime customers and 1,000 SP for the month, you qualify to unlock the uni-level commission, where as a team leader, you make 6 levels, okay? 3 to 5%. You make 5% on the first and second level and 3% on the third to the 6th level, okay? Additionally, we have our top retailer bonus, okay? The qualification for this one is you need to have 2,000 SP, that's personal purchase or customer or retail sales, and 20 lifetime customers. You get to have extra 5% commission on those retail volume. And then if you have 4,000 SP for the month and 40 lifetime customers, you get additional 10% commission on those retail volume. Now, last but not the least, we have what you call a personal order rebate program. So for example, if I buy from my account, right, personal orders, I get my 40%, but I get 20% cash rebate in US dollars and 20% on Riemann dollars, okay? Riemann dollars is amazing because it's 1:1. One Riemann dollar is equal to one US dollar. And then you can turn around and use those Riemann dollars to buy products from our website. You can use that for your pop-ups, or for your personal use, or to even sell, okay? And what's better is Riemann dollars is non-taxable. So that's what I love about it. Saves you some taxes, okay? Now, what does a team leader commission structure look like? Okay, if you're a team leader, okay, you have a customer under you who bought, you get the whole 40 or to 50% commission if you have the retail bonus, okay? And then if you have a planner under you who bought, right? The planner gets 10%, okay? You get 30% because 40 minus 10 is 30. Now, if you have a manager under you who bought or sold, that manager gets 20%, you get 20% because 40 minus 20 is 20. Now, if you have senior manager under you, that senior manager gets 30%, you get 10%, okay? And like I said, you also can unlock that 3 to 5% on your unit level, all right? So there's a few ways to become a team leader, okay? But one of the few ways is this. Of course, you become a senior manager right away. And then after that, have 9 senior managers in your team. You can do that in three different legs with 3 senior managers stacked together, because that's 9 senior managers times 6. That's 54,000 SP. This automatically qualifies you to become a team leader. That's why after you become a senior manager, you want to become a senior manager factory, okay? As Mr. Danny Bay said, duplication of senior managers is the fastest way to become a team leader, okay? Now, I have 2 thought process on being a team leader, okay? So first, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, you want to go together with your team, okay? And second, working with your teams or your business partners is the best way to do Riemann business, okay? It's much like building a house, okay? If you build a house alone, it's going to take you forever and a day to finish that house. But if you work with a team of carpenters, right, you're going to finish that house in a couple of months, okay? Working with teammates and working with your business partners and with like-minded individuals is a surefire way of succeeding in Riemann. So I urge you, become a team leader as soon as you can. Make a decision, set a goal date, and act on it, okay? So my part is done. Thank you so much for your kind attention. And now it is my honor to introduce you to our next speaker, who is an amazing individual. He's an amazing leader, okay? He inspires a lot of people. He helped and continues to help a lot of people succeed in Riemann. Okay, please help me welcome to the call our National Director, Mr. Chris Kim. Welcome to the call, Chris. I'm gonna stop.
Sorry, guys, I was muted. Well, I want to thank Miss Marisol Young for such an amazing training. I want to thank everybody on the call here tonight for being here. Obviously, your time investment shows how serious you are. And I want to thank Mr. Jermaine Johnson, Miss Jen Barsamian, Mr. Julian Doan, and Miss Marisol Young for such an amazing training. So with that said, my part here, hold on, let me see.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to unshare.
Yep, my part here is to share next part of the training. Hold on, let me get this slide brought up. And my job is very simple. My job is to really navigate and guide you on how to really launch your business as we close out this training tonight for the orientation. But I want you to focus on a main word here that says action. You see, nothing happens without action. You must take action in order to get the results that you want. And action is the first step to achieving your goals and realities. And the first step is to schedule your 2K pop-ups, whether it's your first date or your second date. The most important emphasis I put on scheduling a K pop-up is this. Like when a brand new person opens a new business for the first time, what do? They do a grand opening, right? And you let people know that you started, and you promote, and you have people come and support you. Now, getting the results is absolutely important. We want to expand and build our business, but what's more important than that is your time investment and going through the learning curve of what really happens in a K pop-up, whether you're getting a customer, you bring on a new partner, or you do a retail sale right then and there on slot. It's important for you to go through the motion, understand how this works, and become educated through live action learning, through real real world experience, right? So with that said, the second part I want to go over is making a list. You know, this is by far the most important part of your business. Making a list is actually your ammunition, right? Depending on how big the list is, it's going to depend how well you can do running out the gates in the beginning. So it's important to make a list. You know, the best advice I could give you is don't prejudge anybody. This is the sorting game, right? The people you think that will, they probably won't. The people you think that won't, they probably will. And the reason for that answer is because most were already a yes, or they were already a no. And you just happen to be the vessel that passed along the information at the right time, and they said yes to an opportunity, right? Also, creating your business story and your product testimony. Let's take a look at all these amazing before and after pictures. As you can see, all these wonderful ladies, people from all walks of life, all ages. And, you know, one thing that everybody can participate in is cleanse, nourish, and protect. And as you can see, multiple results with the Boda Lab, the EX line, and the Radiance 100. It is undisputable. It is a compelling product indeed. So make sure you become a product of the product. As you know, it actually becomes the catalyst for somebody to spark a conversation. What did you do to your face? What are you using? And when you say the magic word, the punchline, K-beauty, then you're going to hear this, oh my goodness, my daughter, this, what we've been seeing. And so you're going to hear and see all those amazing reactions from people, right? The events to attend, your orientation date and the presentation date, the Remon revealed opportunity as well. Make sure you guys get on these, especially for the new people that are on the call today. 18 years ago, I was lucky enough to meet a good upline that told me what I needed to hear, not what I wanted to hear. And it's so important to get on these calls to listen to Maricel, Miss Barsamian, Mr. Jermaine Johnson, because these people that send you the message, it's important to not only just relay and pass on the message, but it's also important for us as planners to hear this over and over again, understand how really presentations work, how the opportunity works, how the orientation is done. Make sure you get on more than once so you understand and learn how to be an effective presenter as well. As you know, team events and training dates, make sure you commit to this, right? Every team, whether it's XS, Team 1%, DBK, there's so many awesome succeeding groups here, but whatever team you're on, make sure you participate, get into that team event, make sure you go to your first training date, because it will change your life. It's that one little aha moment that could completely change the trajectory. And most importantly, your first convention date. If you haven't been to a convention, I would say you're not even a real Remon planner just yet. You know, we had some of these leaders talk about the transfer of emotion, right? Being able to feel, see, touch products, stories, testimonial, people from all walks of life, and where you could resonate and relate to. This is where that transfer emotion happens. So make sure you guys make a commitment to launching your business properly. And also make sure you check out the drive on remon.com for all your marketing asset needs. Everything you need is going to be in there. The ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, like Mr. Jermaine Johnson talks about. So today we got to cover the support system about remon.com, what you're getting on the drive with materials, launching your business, and monthly event calendar and promotions is what I'm going to cover. So right now, as we come to a close, I will be giving you some last minute updates and announcements. As you know, the Philippine launch schedule, 2025, man, Mexico and Philippines came out of nowhere, like a dark horse, and they are just dominating the marketplace. There's so much hype in the Philippines right now. As you know, we went through October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and we had an absolute successful October 5th. grand opening event at the Shangri-La Manila Makati. October 15th, as you know, this is going to be the first commission run, that first faith check for all the people in the Philippines. So we're extremely excited for you. Congratulations for making it through. And as you know, leading up to October 31st, we will be doing our Asia convention in Macau. Japan pre-launch for Q4. This is the dates. November 25th is the pre-launch open for the website. December 12th, enrollment and orders begin. December training dates is to be announced with Mr. Danny Bay, and December 19th, products will be shipped. And as you know, the European expansion is one of the most highly anticipated runs as we end 2025 and 2026, going into the Latin America markets and the EU. As you know, September 23rd, the site launch, pre-launch site open has been official. House of Riemann UK Open is October 17th, and that's when online enrollment begins with the orders. October 18th, we will be launching our Momentum Series training with Mr. Danny Bay. October 19th is the official UK launch event at the Novotel London West. There's several Novotel hotels in London. Make sure you get to the West Hotel on October 19th, Novotel West. And October 27th, product shipping shall commence. And as you know, the United Kingdom official pre-launch for Q4, October 19th, will be at the Novotel London West Hotel from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Champagne Suite. For more details, go to uk.riemann.com. And as you know, we have an amazing announcement. This flyer was just released and announced today. We have the official Riemann UK launch preparation Zoom event. So this is going to be the same Zoom as you are on here tonight. It's the same exact one, same exact link as you see below with the same passcode. October 9th, this Thursday, 7 p.m. UK time, which they're 8 hours ahead of the US, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we will be doing the Riemann UK launch preparation Zoom event. Make sure you guys promote this flyer. Make sure you guys get on all the nitty-gritty, all the important information you're going to need will be announced and hosted by our president of sales, Mr. Danny Bay. And as you know, as we close the year, on October 31st, Halloween Day in Macau, we will be launching our Bloom with Riemann Asia convention. I believe 8 countries out of Asia will all be attending. We have several leaders out of the United States of America also attending. And as you know, we had this 10-ticket bundle to get this travel kit. It's a highly anticipated event as we had a successful launch in the Philippines. So make sure you guys take advantage of this. Take a picture of this QR code. And 2026 Riemann retreats to Costa Rica has been announced. And as you know, for the summer of June 2026, we will be heading over there. How to earn travel points. So customer sales, you will earn 5 travel points for every 100 USD in retail customer sales, and you will be capped at 35 points per customer. And for customer loyalty, you will get 100 travel points for maintaining those 40 active customers. And for sponsoring for Starter Kit EX line, you're going to get 10 travel points. Starter Kit Plus will net you 50 travel points. Starter Kit Premium will get you 100 travel points. And from these packages, if somebody does upgrade, yes, you have the advantage of double dipping. For rank advancing to getting to senior manager, 100 travel points will be awarded. Team leader will be 300 travel points awarded, and to get promoted to director, you will be awarded 2,000 travel points. And as team leaders, if you maintain 10,000 BP open line in your team leader group, you will be awarded 100 travel points. And if you achieve 30,000 BP in a calendar month in your open line team leader group, you will be awarded 200 travel points. And if you achieve 100,000 BP in a calendar month in your open line director group, you will be awarded 300 travel points. You will not double dip. For those of you in the team leader open group, the highest earned travel points is what you will be rewarded. And if you go to the drive, and when you go to events and promotions, you're going to be able to see all the nitty gritty, pretty much the rules and regulations for travel points to get to Costa Rica. And 2026 Riemann North America Convention, it has been announced in Long Beach, California, February 27th to March 1st. Register now. A single ticket is $129, and the 10-ticket bundle is officially $999. Starting from September 9th, it has been launched. And from November 1st to December 31st, prices will go up to $159 and $12.99 for the ticket bundle. And January 1st, going on to the on-site, prices will be adjusted to $169. So we will see you in Long Beach. Make sure you guys scan this QR code for the convention. And if you look on the bottom left, Riemann was able to lock in another block of rooms at the Hyatt. The first batch was completely sold out. We locked in a second batch. Make sure you guys lock in these rooms. I don't know if they're sold out. Maybe some are still left. Make sure you guys have a sense of urgency and get these booked out. And on Tuesdays, we have the Riemann orientation with all of our top leaders that will speak to you, give you their insight and their experience. And on Thursdays, we have the opportunity presentation for Riemann Revealed. It is the perfect opportunity to get your top prospects on. I believe this Thursday, we have the wonderful senior director duo from DBK and Team 1%. We have Ms. Karen Kang and Ms. Brianna Michaels, probably the two of the top power women in North America to lead the charge. Make sure you guys get on. And Wednesday Product University is back with Professor Angie Troilo. She is an amazing teacher when it comes to the hot topic of products. Every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Those that attend all 8 sessions will get a special recognition at the Long Beach Convention for 2026. And as you know, Monday and Wednesdays, we have Riemann Revealed and the orientation for the Mexico market. This is in CDMX time, 6 p.m. on Monday and Wednesday. Get your Spanish-speaking teams on. So I want to thank everybody tonight for really investing your time, being serious about your success, especially the new people. We love you, and we hope every single person here got to get some value, got to get some golden nuggets that can potentially change the quality of their life. So with that said, we'll see you on the next Riemann Revealed with our power duo, Senior Director, Female Power, Miss Karen Kang, and Miss Brianna Michaels. I want to thank you so much. Have a great night. We'll see you at the top. See you at the next event. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Good night.